Okay, so I forgot to make a statement this year. Um, as you already know, last year I made a statement around this time talking about the acquisition of the channel via Hooters, and by extension, the Hooters gaming rather fiasco that appeared at that time. However, as a result of the new year, the contract that they had of the acquisition of the channel had lapsed on January 1st. That's why it wasn't contractually obligated for me to release a 2025 music video. But thankfully, since then, the channel had had its, usual 1 to 2 months of freedom back under the ownership of Lunar Corp, and by extension, me. So during that time, there was a bit of a brief pause in January, and then in February, things really started picking up. Unfortunately, I had been made aware that a new buyout was going to occur. But this time, I was very pleasantly surprised with who decided to pick up the mantle. So thankfully, I have all the pleasure in the world to finally announce this, that active as of today, we have been acquired by Myriad. A lot of the stuff that was planned this coming year now had to have been scrapped, and now I have to fall back on the original plans for this year, which is not horrible. And another thing that's really sad about this is, as a result, in the event of bankruptcy within the first 30 days, another company can swoop in and take ownership in a sort of, liquidation sale. Unfortunately, that means a fourth buyout has just occurred, and this one is weird. There has been a three-way acquisition made between Bass Pro Shop, Adam and Eve, and Dollar Tree, and they've all combined into having about 25% ownership status of the channel. And what's interesting about this is, compared to the Hooters deal, where it was a full 100% loss on my end, same thing with Sears, these three have decided to allow me to keep at least a still sizable chunk of the control of the channel. And it seems that they're willing to work within my interests. Not entirely, I'll go over that in a second. But yeah, they decided to have 25% of the channel in separate sectors. First things first, being Bass Pro Shop. I am now legally required to play at least one fishing game. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I apparently have to do that. Beyond that, it seems to be free reign, so that's interesting. For Adam and Eve, I was given an ultimatum. I either had to convert my channel into being primarily for lost media investigations and also sex toy reviews, or draw my mascot in very sexually provocative images. I decided it'd be the safest route to go with the first one, but due to the economic imbalances currently going on in the country, I had to unfortunately fall back and do the second one. So now this is the third year in a row where I have to mention the officially licensed Lunar Cryptic 18 Plus Blue Sky account. There's going to be a lot of fucked up stuff going on over there. Lastly, there's Dollar Tree. For some reason, they've decided to stay silent on the reason for their acquisition. Doesn't seem to put anything in place that I would need to actually be aware of, though it seems they did take the forceful liberty of adding a brand new partition to our editing space for me and Eddie. Seems that Eddie's room now has had its bathroom replaced with a walk-in storage facility that seems to be just a empty hallway with a bunch of laundry detergent on the walls and flickering fluorescent tube lighting and a very moldy green carpet. So yeah, Eddie's a bit upset about that. I would be too, but thankfully the rest of the house does still have working plumbing, just no restrooms. So we have sinks, so country girls gotta make do.
I was like, whoa!
So yeah, basically, to summarize, we've been acquired by a dollar store, a fishing company, and a sex toy shop. I'm gonna have to start drawing very graphic NSFW stuff on my secondary Blue Sky. A bunch of new videos are being planned out for throughout the year. And lastly, I do want to actually officially tease, or rather announce this. As I said earlier in the video, Broth 2 was essentially canceled via our previous owners and Hooters. They had not wanted it to come through. It was essentially a tax write-off. As a result of their contract lapsing, in January, I was able to acquire the rights back for Broth 2, and that is being planned now for an official release sometime towards the end of the year, so around Q4 2026. I can't go into what's going to be in it. I can't say exactly who's going to be in it, and I can't reveal anything further than that. But I do want to have it on record and hold myself to this, that Broth 2 is planned. And who knows, this might be the start of a new series. You know, if you snip through on the playlist on my channel, you might already have a hint of what that could possibly be. But enough teasing. I don't want to spoil anything for that. So yeah, I do hope that this new acquisition is going to be great. I'm so happy to be acquired by particularly Adam and Eve. I've already been a big fan of their products, and I use them every day. I use them outside. Eddie's not too much of a big fan, especially around Christmas time when I can't buy a gift in time. And, you know, while Adam and Eve is very useful, same thing with Spencer's. Eddie's not really a big fan of getting that stuff, especially on camera. So unfortunately, I still can't show that. You know, I don't really trust Dollar Tree. Why do they always have like big rows of detergent towards the back of the store? It's right next to like the storage part, and it's always soggy back there. Like the carpet, the gray carpet they have there is always soggy. There's always a big patch of like fluorescent lights that are just not turning on, and it's always right next to the food too, right? Like you shouldn't be having a row of like kids' toys and coloring pads and nondescript fake pens, and then the other side you have a whole wall of like Tide and Glad and other stuff just leaking down the ancient fucking like shelves they have there that they inherited from like a liquidated Kmart, and it still has the diamonds and stuff on it. And then if you just go a little bit higher up in that aisle, you see like spaghetti cans and shit that are just kind of tossed around. Who buys food at Dollar Tree, right? Like buying food at Dollar Tree seems like the easiest way to get E. coli, right? Maybe, I mean, that might be slanderous. I don't know if I want to say that out loud. I don't even trust like the drinks they got there. And they have some weird sodas. They have like a liter can that's like, I saw a Coca-Cola can that was as tall as like the average Red Bull can, and they were selling it there. But like, it was like a bastard size. It was massive. Dude, they had one that was as big as like an Arizona iced tea. What the fuck is going on there? Like they have like weirdly proprietary like drinks there for $1.25. It doesn't make any sense. And then you go to like the candy section or like the cookies and stuff like that. Like, you just see like a bunch of nondescript fake Oreos, right? You'd be like going into like a Winn-Dixie or something. I guess this is more like, you know, regional like South Florida shit. But like you go like a Winn-Dixie or something, or a Western Beef or like a Sedano's or something, and you see like those fake Oreos they got there, and like you wouldn't trust them because you're like, this is very obviously fucking knockoff fake Oreos. But then you bring them home and like, wait, they're softer, they're chewier out of the box. They don't have that weird chocolatey taste that's like, oh, I can't eat more than like 3 days or I'll puke. It's just great. Like it's just softer, and they're guaranteed they'll probably go staler faster. But like, you know, and you don't have to risk it like buying a batch and suddenly the batch tastes like wrong or like crunchy all the way through, even been dunking it in milk. So shit, what was I talking about?